Folks, welcome into Degenerate Danger Zone. I'm your host, Ty B. We got Meerkat here and some guy named Steve. It is April 14th, and it's the Champions League quarterfinals. Aaron Judge just hit a home run to make it 3-2 in that Jays-Yankees game. I wanted to be pissed off, but I got Judge in fantasy. Love to see it. 2 home runs today. So I'm going to, get it started here with some guy named Steve. Before we get into soccer, let's get into one baseball play that you got for us, and then we'll hop into soccer.
So I'll give you my early baseball play. I have the Reds Giants under 8.5. I actually really like this because the pitchers Tyler Mahle and Johnny Cueto have both been pretty good this year. Mahle hasn't gone deep in the games, but he struck out 15 batters in 9 innings. So if he can get a quality start, he's gonna, keep the bats at ease. The Giants' bats have overperformed all year, and I don't think they're that good. The under is 4-1 home games for the Giants. We're playing an afternoon game in San Francisco, and they both erupted for 4 runs in the first inning last night and then did really nothing the rest of the way. I think 3 combined runs the rest of the game. I like the under. Two good pitchers. Cueto, the ageless wonder, apparently is still kind of just getting ground balls, doing what he's doing, going deep in the games, which is another big thing I like. And I don't know. I would also play the Reds too, but I do like the under.
Yep, I like the Reds in that one minus 117. I think that's a pretty solid play. Like you said, they've been playing very well this season as well. Not just the bats, the pitching's been well. This is sort of what we thought we were going to see last year from them. I think they're going to make a push there in that NL Central this season. So I'd like to back them a lot this season. I think they're going to get a lot of wins. They're going to be a team that's over 500, and you're going to be able to get some good value on just because of that public perception. But Meerkat, let's jump into it. We got Champions League quarterfinals, 2 games starting off here at 3 p.m. You got Borussia Dortmund at Man City, Liverpool at Real Madrid. Real Madrid and Man City are up on aggregate in these contests. Let's get started here with this Dortmund Man City contest. This one could be very interesting. Only one goal separates these two teams, Meerkat.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my favorite game of the day that I'm playing on. I'm going with Man City's money line. Heavy juice there, minus 157, minus 160. I usually don't do those types of plays. Gonna sprinkle that, throw it in with stuff, but I got a same game parlay too. We're doing that Man City money line with a teased under 4.5. I don't think there's a lot of scoring today. City did get a lucky break in that first game. You saw a sketchy VAR callback of a goal from 17-year-old Jude Bellingham in that one. I think that was a goal. They call it back. A lot of controversy. Would have made it a tie game. Instead, City takes it 2-1. But what you really saw was City contain Haaland in that game. Haaland wasn't that big of a threat at all anytime during the game. He didn't score. He's been on a little bit of a drought lately, and I think that's because, he's getting ready to pack his bags and leave Borussia, go to Man City, Man United, who knows, for 175, 200 mil. But he's been off his game, but they showed they can contain him. Borussia's been out of form. They only have 2 wins in their last 6 games. And with the under, neither of these teams are scoring a lot of goals, but neither are allowing a lot of goals. Neither team has conceded more than 2 goals in over a month, and neither scored more than 3. I think Borussia scored 4.5 weeks ago, but I think this is going to be an under game, and I think it's a game that City's going to be able to take a hold of and finish off Borussia. No scare here after a close first game.
Yeah, and I want to talk about something here from the Creek. I'm looking at first goal scorer odds. You got Gio Reyna at 13-1. Gio Reyna is not even in the starting lineup. Jude Bellingham, who should have had a goal in the last contest, is in the starting lineup, and there's no odds for first goal scorer. What are you doing, Creek? Get your heads out of your ass.
Ridiculous.
I need to be able to get that free money because I think that's a juicy play right there. Jude Bellingham, I think he's going to have a great opportunity. Marco Reus is playing. He was questionable in this one, but he's going to be getting the start. So, I mean, you have to like that favorably. Obviously, still no Jadon Sancho. He's still out with injury. That's going to hamper them. I think you're probably going to have to bring in Gio Reyna at some point to bring you some more dynamic play there out on the edge. He's done it a lot for them. He makes a lot of runs where he gets in behind the back defenders by cutting to the inside, getting between those defenders. I don't at first, at the first goal, 13-1, no value anymore because he's not starting. But Meerkat, I do think Man City gets the advance in this one.
Mhm.
I have a weird feeling Holland ends up like having some sort of spectacular, maybe two late goals or something, and it ends up a 2-2 finish, something crazy, and we see a draw. At plus 350, I don't hate making just a small dabble, maybe a little half unit throw on the tie if you're not looking at trying to
Yeah.
hot on the juice there.
Yeah, I just don't think Borussia moves on, but the tie definitely in play.
Absolutely. And then we're looking at this Real Madrid Liverpool matchup. Um, it was very interesting. First time out, you had a 3-1 win for Real Madrid, and that was on the road. So Liverpool has a lot to do to get back into this one to be able to advance. They're going to have to score, and they're going to have to score often, and they're going to have to keep Real Madrid off the scoreboard. No Carvajal, no Eden Hazard, though. Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane also out for Real Madrid, so that defensive core could be beaten. Meerkat, what's your play on this one?
I've been going back and forth, honestly. I've seen a lot of people on Liverpool thinking they're going to come out, give their best game, fight for this. They've already came back once in this Champions League from a deficit to move on. They're a team capable of it. Both these teams have their top offenses out today, top attacks, but both are struggling, on defense, missing some key defenders there, and it's showing struggles. But Real's just been so hot. 13 straight unbeaten across all competitions. A nice 2-1 win this weekend in El Clasico. They look dominant in that first game. Vinicius Jr. has been incredible. It's one of those games I want to hammer Real, plus what are they, 245 right now? They're heavy underdogs in this because people think they're just going to sit back. Liverpool's really going to give them a run for their money, try to get back some of those goals, but I just don't see it happening. And a big thing that plays into effect in this competition is, first game of this leg was at Real. They had 80,000 fans there cheering them on. The place was going crazy. Now they're going to Anfield. There's going to be nobody in the crowd. The home field advantage isn't playing for Liverpool. They had to scrape by a win this weekend at home because their home form's been terrible. I might not bet this game, honestly. I'm probably going to end up taking Real, but everything says Liverpool should give a fight and win this one. But I like Real to move on, and they've just been so hot. I'm probably going to take them. That's my lean for now.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool's came back for some crazy deficits before. They were down 3-0 just a few years ago to Barcelona, came back, flipped it in the reverse tie and won 4-0 at home. Absolutely unheard of in Champions League play. I don't know if we're going to see that fully, but I think Liverpool even money. I think that's got to be my play on that one, Meerkat. I just think that they have so much to play for in this. You got to throw it forward. You got to get after it. And when they play like that, they play their most free and their most open soccer. And under Klopp, that's when they play their best, I think. So we'll see if they're able to do it or not. But that's a very intriguing matchup, Meerkat. I think that one over 3.5 at plus
over.
I would think about hitting that one too.
Yeah, and I don't hate a draw on this at all. Like I my first initial thought was bet draw, maybe sprinkle Real, because like you said, everything says Liverpool in this game. They can do it. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I hate them both, to be honest. So I'm not having a particular rooting interest. But I just don't think Real sits back and plays, just to hold the points, don't allow a goal. We'll see how it plays out. It's going to be an exciting game, and I do like that over.
Yeah, with the defenders out, I think that's got to be the play. But Steve, you got some more baseball plays for us. We're going to be back here, Meerkat. What 5? Was it 5:30?
Around 5:30.
Yeah, we'll be back around 5:30, giving our picks for the night. But Steve, we need yours.
Yeah, so I got two more baseball plays. The first one, I'm taking Padres minus 1.5, and I think it's like minus 122 right now. This is pretty simple. I just like to ride hot pitchers when they look absolutely unhittable, and that's what Joe Musgrove has been so far this year. 15 innings, 3 hits, no runs. He struck out 18, and he had the no-hitter, that everyone's talking about from earlier in the week. He's facing his former team. And the Pirates, I don't think they're a very good team. They've overachieved a little bit every now, but when they lose, they get blown out. So I'm not too worried about a 1-run, money line spread difference. I'm going to go minus 1.5. I love Musgrove today. I think against his former team, his current form, he should shut him down.
Absolutely. I love that one there. Anything else you have for us, Steve?
The last one I got Braves team total over 4.5. This is kind of a juicy one. I got it at minus 140. They're facing the Marlins, who usually have really good pitchers, but due to a few injuries, Sixto being in the minors still, and then Eliezer Hernandez on the IL, they have to start a guy named Nick Neidhart, who isn't really one of their key guys. He walked 5 in his first game against the Mets. Only gave up 1 run, but walked 5, so he's all over the place with control. And the Braves are a good offense. They're a really good offense. They kind of started the year really slow against the Phillies, but last 8 games, 6 of them, they've scored 4 runs or more, or 5 runs or more. And I just think the Braves, they lost the first 2 in this series to the Marlins. I don't think they're going to let the Marlins take the third game. I think they come out here firing. They just attack a Neidhart early, and they score a bunch of runs.
Oh, I love that play there. Neidhart's a young pitcher for them, but does not have a ton of MLB experience. I think he can get all over him. And if he gets to a guy like that early who's had struggle with his command, I think he can really put up a bunch of runs. Meerkat, anything else you got during the afternoon?
No, I was just on that Reds play with both you guys, and you covered that earlier at the beginning of the episode. Just, you covered it all. I like the Reds today. Hopefully we see Castellanos hit one deep left.
Absolutely. So
I'll take that for fantasy.
And thank you guys for joining me today. We'll be back here at around 5:30 or so, giving our picks for the evening with Degenerate Al. And Slick Al's got some MMA betting for you, and we're going to be talking a little bit of McGregor Poirier futures. Already odds out there. Straight even line right now, minus 110. Can't wait to talk about that. So make sure you give us a follow over at Degenerate Zone to follow along with Meerkat and the Dart and everything else we got going. We got Stevie getting some great fantasy baseball articles over at trainwrecksports.com, plus some Jays coverage by myself and a ton more. So make sure you guys get over there daily for tons of content. We only got 3 words left. Good night now.